This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo calling all the action for EA Sports. We're at Quail Hollow in Charlotte, North Carolina. And Frank, what makes this such a good test?
It's got a great flow to it, Rich. Holes that bend in both directions, changes of elevation. The phenomenal finish that's named the Green Mile, which is 16, 17, and 18. Some reachable par fives. Players have gone low here as well. Don't get me wrong. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities. It's just a great blend, Rich.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
It doesn't go in, you got to add another one to the scorecard.
And that's where the golf ball's just staring at you and mocking you and laughing at you.
You know deep down it's smiling too, don't you?
Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. Frank, this is a really fun hole, a pretty short par 3, downhill.
Yeah, half a club, you can allow for that, so it won't play its full yardage. You can really see that right part of the green. That's the most inviting one. But when they stick the flag on the left, you really have to be precise.
Ooh, nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. -1 in early going. Frank, here at the third, players facing a challenging tee shot.
For a number of reasons, Rich. One, that the hole bends to the left. Two, that the fairway starts to run out. And three, the length of the second shot. You get rewarded the better you hit your tee shot down here.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, Rory Mclroy had his coming out party on the PGA Tour right here at Quail Hollow. That was in 2010. You remember that final round 62?
We certainly do, Rich. That great finish to post 62. Personally, I thought that was the best round shot in 2010. And not just because it was his first win, but it showed you what he was capable of. And then obviously we've got to see that ever since.
That will be a great look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Collects another birdie with that stroke and goes to 2 under. Frank, this is a muscular par 4 here at just under 490 yards, the fourth at Quail Hollow. A difficult proposition.
It is, but fortunately that tee shot plays a little downhill. But one of the difficulties with going for a little extra.
I mean, that is one of the hardest drives I've ever seen. Just let it rip.
Smoked that one. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, It's just straight up a head start.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
On the green, and a chance for a birdie. Let's see if he can make it 3 in a row.
He can't be that good.
Now they're rolling. 3 under par. Here we are at the par 5 fifth. It's 570 yards. Frank, this should be reachable for most players, don't you think?
Yeah, if you hit a good tee shot, especially with the draw, it will be. But the hardest part of this is judging that kick on the fairway that kicks the ball to the right. And it sort of turns at that awkward area at where the top of your tee shot range. That's where that dog leg is.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. Another good swing, another good approach shot.
Headed for a handful right now. 4 birdies on the day. Now set to tee off at the 6th. It is a long par 3, 250 yards.
We could take a little bit off for the downhill, but whichever way you look at it, it's still going to be a beefy par 3. Protected on the left by that front bunker, and if you sort of scoot one long, there's another bunker over there as well.
How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree. Rich, I'm starting to lose count. This is just birdie after birdie.
It's all-time stuff. I mean, this is territory we just don't visit very often. Starting to move in the right direction. 5 under after that made putt. Frank, there's a lot to chew on here as you get to the tee at the 532-yard par 5-7.
In today's game, 530 plus change you'd think is incredibly short. And look at the trouble in front of you. Water all the way down the right side and around that right side of the green. Bunkers left. This is not for the faint of heart.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there. About 315 yards. Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Getting set now over the putt. Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Out of a short par 4-8 here at Quail Hollow, just 350 yards. Frank, players can lay it up and just hit a little baby wedge into the green, but why not go for it in one, try to make something happen?
I think both plans work well, Rich. This is one of those holes, the more you think about it, the more complicated it gets. You're going to lay it up, lay it up. If you're going to go for it, just aim at that tree and hit it down there. Just take your medicine.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Just a beautiful approach shot. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, Frank, what do you think of the 9th hole here at Quail Hollow?
Oh, I think it's a beauty, Rich. One of those long, nice drawing tee shots. 500 yards is a par 4. You have to hit a good drive down there. The fairway doesn't camber that much. Hold up, dog leg to the left. Big advantage for a big tee shot here.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Frank, what's ahead now on this approach shot at the long par 4 ninth?
What's in favour for the player, Rich, is the fact that both the left and the right side of the green slope back towards the middle. So you can almost use them like sideboards.
That is another laser right at the flagstick. Shouldn't be a problem here.
Oh, how did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. Just 5 feet left. In for par. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going? Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces. In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9. Nice position, short grass, second shot. This one is definitely heading left. Looks like it is going to end up in the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Makes birdie, continuing to amaze on the greens, Frank.
Putted well all day, Rich. Had a couple of good holes early on and just, I think, found the groove. Has taken it to another level. That's fine.
That is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
Should be safely on deck.
Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
Really? This is that awkward length.
Oh my gosh, that hurts. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
He'll take par and move on. Frank, I think the mark of a good golf course design, changing directions. We go from a right to left hole, now at the 12th, to a left to right hole.
Yeah, there's no two holes at Quail Hollow that look the same. And this one's slightly downhill, fairway tilts a little bit to the right, and it's a bit of a sleeper. And plus you add in on top of that 450 yards plus. This is a fairway that has to be hit.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. out there about 325 yards. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count. And that is 9 under for the day. Now to the par 3 13th hole. Frank, this one 210 yards.
Very, very good par 3. This is actually a big green. It's 37 yards deep, but it actually plays small. There's a front right portion, there's a roll-off area in the middle, and there's a roll-off area in the back. So don't be deceived by the size of this green. You better be pitching that tee shot right bang in the middle.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. Well, now we come to the really interesting 345-yard par 4 14th. Frank, I'm thinking that if you're leading, you're probably not going to try to drive this and take on the risk with the water on the left. But if you're behind, you have a chance to make up some ground.
Yeah, I have it written in my yardage book, Rich, on this hole. Only good and bad things happen with the driver. Nothing in between. Well, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Just a couple of feet. 10 under par on the day. Now as we arrive at the par 5 15th hole here at Quail Hollow, 577 yards. Frank, I think a player has to be thinking about doing what Rory Mclroy did in 2010.
It's the last of the holes to really be aggressive on, Rich. So a good drive down here. I'm well aware of the fact that there's water on the left. This is a good chance to make something happen before you play the green mile.
And that's what Mclroy did. Hit a tracer, then a 5-iron, knocked it in for eagle, shot 62, and won for the first time on the PGA Tour. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5.
Well, Mr. Ball does not meet Mr. Fairway. It's off, rough.
He'll need to be strong with this. How about that shot? From that lie to get it that close, tremendous effort. These putts keep the round together.
That was cruel. That looked like it was certainly going in. Now, putt for par.
Par bid here. Frank, let's hope he doesn't make double bogey now.
That's the saddest coming out in you, Rich.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. At last, we have arrived at the start of one of the most daunting finishing stretches in all of golf. They call it the Green Mile, 16, 17, and 18 here at Quail Hollow. The 16th is a par 4, 508 yards, Frank.
And this hole was made even more difficult when they pushed that green further left to bring the water more in play with the second shot. I mean, it's a great par 4. It's strong in every single department.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. This one just requires a little bit of focus. continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, the 17th here at Quail Hollow. It is all you want.
And a bit more, actually. The only advantage the player has, it plays a little bit downhill. But when you look at the lake in front of you, if there's any swirling breeze out there, it just becomes a nightmare trying to choose the right club.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie. Well, the great hits just keep coming. Moves to -11 on the day. Now to the finishing hole here at Quail Hollow. Frank, what can we expect?
If there was a name for this hole, Rich, it should be called Narrows. The creek that meanders its way down the left side and actually divides that hole into really half the size of what a normal par 4 should be. That makes it hard. The bunker on the right is your bailout area, just over 290 yards to get past that, and then the narrowest green that still sits up against the lake. This is just a brutal finish.
Final approach shot of the day here at 18. Frank, what's the key?
A nice high shot that just holds from that left side would be perfect. But it's so hard to get the ball all the way back because this second shot is played slightly uphill, nearly 3/4 of a club.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, he knew it right from the start. Just a poor putt. So a tester from 4 feet. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Frank, a lot to like in this performance today.
Oh, it is. There's so many positives to take out of this round. Not just the possibility to win this week, but going forward. This is great golf that you would hold up against anybody right now.